ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher, the maddest.
You guys. I knew you people would be out here tonight. And I've come to bring you a message that you already know about. But I want the rest of the world to hear about it and what our attitude is. I'm here tonight to talk about I'm going to talk about sex. I'm going to talk about school. But overall, in general, I'm talking about style. Now, you have to be intelligent to understand style. Style is a thing that goes with you all day long. You can't do one thing with style and slough off on something else. If you're the kind of person that leaves this much water in the bottle in the refrigerator, just so you don't have to fill it back up, then I know when you're sitting on the toilet and you notice your underwear is on backwards, you leave it that way. Because I'm talking about style. You need style to get through life. Life is a bitch. I'm telling you. But it's how you deal with the bitch that gives you your style. See what I'm saying? Oh, I could take those hormones and have hair, but also have hips, tits, and zips. But that don't have style, does it? No. It's hard to go through life looking like a bowling ball wearing a hula skirt. Well, let's see. I wonder if Tom Selleck could handle the problem. Or this dude here. Or Marilyn. It's hard to talk about style without talking about sex. How many men are anticipating a little sex later tonight? How many females are anticipating? I wasn't quite as much as the men, was it? There you begin to see a difference in style. Men are horny, women are hungry. Men want to eat out, they just don't want to leave the house. I got you guys down, but now I'm going to have to tell the truth, because having style means you tell the truth. You must be true to the truth. And if you have a problem in your relationship, I want to tell you it is a problem in style, and it ain't your fault, girls. I know what you men say. You say boo. But the truth is there. As soon as a woman lets you know she's the least bit inclined sexually, you got your pants around your ankles in the doorway going, you wanna? It's a commercial. Am I right? You men forgot how close sex is to cooking. You don't know nothing about simmer. Nothing about slow roll and boil. Every damn one of you burned your quiche. If you have a man that can cook a quiche, he's okay in the bedroom. I'm telling you the truth. It's a style that they have and a patience that you need to stand there and be cooking and leave it a quiche and not go, hell, I'm gonna have scrambled eggs. No, I'm not just gonna pick on the men all night. You women ain't got patience either. Women have no patience with blondes with big tits. Am I right? In fact, I'm going to pick on everybody. This country has lost its style. We got people driving through the hamburger drive-in nodding at the speakers. You want onions on that? Anything to drink? No. That all? America, hot dogs come in 10s, hot dog buns in 8s. You gotta buy a lot of them to make it come out even. They got locks on the doors at the 7-Eleven. They're open 24 hours. This is my job. I understand my job. You go to work, I'm just supposed to look at the world and find the silly stuff. That's my job. All the time, I'm at work. The other day, I was cleaning the mildew off of my grout. And I just didn't do that. Off my grout. Around the toilet and in the shower, it gets mildew, and you get your mildew and grout cleaner. See, you don't even do that. Well, I'm doing it the other day, and I look on the bottle, and it says only used in a well-ventilated area. If it was well-ventilated, there wouldn't be mildew on it. I understand my job. A bag of Fritos that I saw, it said, you may have won $10,000. No purchase necessary. Details inside. I see on the TV, fresh from the freezer. No style there. That Sominex commercial on TV really says, when someone you love can't sleep, drug them. I see a switch on the wall, has on and off on it. If it's on, you can see it's on. If it's off, you can't see to read. And I don't know how much style there is in using symbols instead of words like this, I heart my this and that. What's the matter? I saw I love my dog the other day, and I thought, why not use some of the other suits in the deck? Wouldn't Spade be better? I club my husband too. But women just don't do that. You know that only 1% of the violent crime in America is committed by females? Only 1% of the violent crime. Come on, girls! Hold up your end of the deal here. You got such a great excuse, too, your period. The men come up with these feeble excuses. I forgot it was illegal. temporary insanity. Ain't that a period? I could hear a woman getting away with it on the news and believe it, couldn't you? Especially telling it to a female judge. She could get off from murder sometime. You never know. It sounds right from a woman. She just says the right thing. She goes, well, Your Honor, it was a crazy day. He was an asshole and I was flowing heavy. So, I shot him. 10, 11, 12 times. I don't know. It was a crazy day. The other day, I saw a violent woman on TV, and I thought this lacked style. I saw Susan Atkins. Do you remember her from the Manson family show? She was on some talk show. They'd taken the cameras out to the prison and were following her through her day. She's studying secretarial skills now. Like somebody's gonna give her a job. Hand her a letter opener. Here, Susan, open the mail. You're a mail. I ain't saying women's crazy. Women's nuts. Men are bolts, women are nuts. What women you yell out, and you should be so embarrassed by what you do as a group. You read the Inquirer. Men don't read the Inquirer. They don't read nothing said, I had a UFO baby. Men say, good, wasn't mine. What did I see the other day seems lack style? My wife ran off with Bigfoot. You're gonna tell everybody in the world you're such a shit to live with. That she ran off with a beast? There's no style there. I'd be saying that was a sex maniac, and she knew that she could tell a lot about a man's anatomy by the size of his hands and his feet. I'll say she didn't run off with Bigfoot. In fact, if you want to find them, I bet you there's big footprints with a little ditch going right down. Women's different. Let's admit it. Women's different. They think different. Their mental processes are different. Well, a woman can tell you this. They can be mad because they got a ticket for parking in a no parking zone, because they don't figure they should have got it because nobody's supposed to park there, so they weren't in nobody's way. Women can save you money buying shit. You got no money in the bank, you're ahead thousands. You know how the rap goes, you come home and you find it at the house and say, when did we get that? Well, we was gonna have to have one. I was gonna buy one anyway. There was gonna be one there. You should be glad I found it. Did I hold up a cue card? No, because mothers don't even have to tell daughters on sale. It's in their damn DNA. There's a chromate, there's a phosphate, there's an on sale. Women think on sale means you have to buy it. I had to buy it. It was on sale. Somebody else was going to buy it for their house. Our stuff in their house. I'm going to take these skates off. This floor got real slick, boy. I know it. Now I want to show you another thing that lacks style. That ain't my leg. Wonder why God didn't give us wheels. He must have known we'd get skates for Christmas. But why did he make us feet? They lack so much style. You can't be proud of being nothing and notice you got feet. Legs is okay. In fact, I believe that once we was just all legs, see? Because you're supposed to have long legs, ain't you, girls? Don't you feel a lot better right up here? See? We was all legs to begin with, but God didn't know how to make us stand up, so we just laying around in the workshop. Then the angel said, how you gonna make them stand up? I said, I don't know. I guess I'll just bend their legs over. But then he bent them both in the same direction. Isn't that stupid? Well, if this was a Christmas tree stand, that somebody should be on the rug. You need in this way, and both of the... See, this here is a sturdy little sumbitch right there. But God has a sense of humor. He made the giraffe. Does this look like the work of a serious artist? God must have said, let there be yellow-spotted horses with a big long neck. Then, talk about jokes. What is this? I have hair, then I don't have hair. Little joke on Gallagher. He didn't pick on everybody, did he? No, he just picked on me. What kind of joke is this, anyway? There's no style in picking on one guy and then not another. Didn't pick on the other animals. What other animal goes bald? The gorilla don't go bald. At the beginning of time, the essence of gorilla come up to God and said, I want her. God said, it's gonna cost you brains. I want her. So he got hair. Me, I get brains. So I use my brains, thinking up questions. Where do contractors go after they get their job half done? Do you have to brush your teeth during a fast? Why do they call it a fast when it goes so damn slow? Does Joe Jackson have to be in his videos? Style is a subtle thing. How many think this has style? This has style. But this, to be truthful, to be true to truth and have style, I must stand in front of you and say, this is a sissy-damn hat. This is a wide-brimmed girl's party hat. The women know that you wear this sideways with a great big flower on it. This is a girl's hat. This is nothing for a man to wear riding a horse in the wind under branches. Cowboys should wear football helmets. First thing that happens when a cowboy goes to work is his hat flies off. The last thing he picks it up and puts it back on because it don't fit cowboy work. I got to tell the truth. This and them damn high heels. Can you believe it? It's hard to tell the difference between a cowboy at work and a woman at a party. All right, you look right here. Is this a lady's hat or a cowboy hat that I fucked up? What is it? Which is it? Which is it? Which is it? Which is it? You don't know. Because you can't tell once you get them up here like this. The difference between a cowboy and a lady at a party is subtle. It involves the elbows and their distance from the waist. Cowboy keeps his at a maximum. A lady, just the opposite. There's a cowboy, lady at a party, cowboy, lady at a party, cowboy. I believe it's these damn high-heel boots that make cowboys act like swaggering assholes. Of course they're gonna act like they want to fight you. They know they can't run. That's why they get them pointed-toed boots, because they know if a cowboy's gonna fight, he's gonna grab a hold of your shirt and kick the shit out of you. Wide brim hat, high heels, and a scarf. The sexual confusion is not San Francisco. It's Dallas. I'll give you a joke that tells you about the Texans' attitude. They come out with a Texas toilet paper, had to take it off the market because it wouldn't take shit off of nobody. It's America. It's American to be pissed off. That's how this country was founded, not by complacent people that were satisfied with England. This country was founded by people from England. We're all kind of English or European. These are people that looked around and said, I don't like it. And so they headed out in leaky boats across a dangerous ocean they didn't even know about. There's some style. Imagine saying, I hate it around here so bad, I'm heading out in a leaky boat and maybe I'll die. There's some style. And they made it to the eastern shore of these United States, and they got off the boat. Many of them was pleased. And they stayed there. The East Coast is full of them. They got off the boat, they looked around, and they said, this'll do. And that's why they called them settlers. It's what they would settle for. We're not people with this American spirit of adventure to look over the horizon to see what lies to the west. Just because they hit some ground was no reason to stop the voyage. They just switched off of that boat and got onto a wagon. That's very important, the wagon. So just as important as your wheels are today, those wagons were, because if the wagon broke down and you was too dumb or lazy to fix it, that's where you stayed. You don't think people headed out for Tulsa, do you? You know, everywhere you see a nice big spread in America, they got two broken wheels out by the mailbox. You look at Denver, there's some strange people. There's some people that went across the Great Plains of the United States, kept their wagon together, avoided the Indians and other dangers, took one look at them mountains and said, fuck it. If they went up gradual, we'd give it a shot, but these some bitches go straight up. Let's just build a football stadium. And so they stayed. But not people from California. They took one look at them mountains and they said, I see snow. Frozen waves. And the way they went up them mountains, lickety-split and skied a bit. But then eventually they still had that westward yearning swelling in their... wherever that swells. And they headed down them mountains out to the California land and went even to the end of the earth, even to the edge of the land where they could not go any further. And they walked the beach and they was pissed. So they built piers. I have not reached down into filth for my humor. Has no style to tell a joke that has no truth to it. I could tell the one about the blind skunk that fell in love with the fart. I could tell the one about how do you make pickle bread dildo. I could even do the one about why don't politicians use bookmarks because they like their pages bent over. Has no style. Just lacks style. America, where's your style?
Gallagher for president.
How will I change the world? As president, I won't loan no money to Poland. When I heard that Poland was going to default on some loans, I said, oh boy, that's going to mess up Russia. Then I found out it's my local bank that won't loan me money to make a 2x4 carport from a Cadillac because I don't look like I can make enough money next week. That's the way it is in America, boy. You come into an American bank with the American dream in your heart and say, hi, Mr. Bankerman, I'm an American. This is my American family. I'd like to have an American home. We have the American dream. I'd like to borrow some American dollars to buy that American home so me and my American family could live the American dream. I'll take a check. Thank you, Mr. Bankerman. Mr. Bankerman says, well, we'll need collateral. You need some collateral. He said, I know it. That's what I'm going to buy with this money. First thing I'm getting is some collateral, because we don't got nothing. He said, you're going to have to give us something. And he said, okay. You can have my oldest boy. Because if we don't get out of that damn apartment, I'm going to kill him. And they say, I'm sorry, we can't loan you the money because you need it. Then in come Mr. Gotrocks. He's got him some extra bucks. And he said, I was thinking of buying me a house. And Mr. Bankerman said, oh, no, don't you buy a house with your money. Give us your money. We'll put it in a savings account. We'll loan you new money. You can buy that house and then rent it out to that poor son bitch we just sent out of here. So the man that could not afford a house for his family is buying one for a man who already has a house. It's America. You want to solve the drunk driving problem in this country? You get them buses we've been dragging the kids to the wrong schools in and take the drunks home from the bars at night. We got a problem on these highways just with people that ain't drunk. They lack style. They turn a little bit left before they turn right. What are they doing? Are you turning left or are you turning right? Because if you're in the car in the next lane, you think the paint job's gone. You know, you go, oh no, here they come. No, there they go. People don't know how to stop at a stop sign or turn left. They don't know it. It ain't in the book. Nobody tells them. You stop at a stop sign, you look over at somebody that you're yielding the right of way to, so they know you're in the same world. I see these idiots, they come up to the stop sign, go way past the stop sign, finally stop, then look over. If you care about your life in your car, you've already stopped, even if there ain't a sign here. Waving at the idiot. Are you done? That's a stop? They ought to put brake lights on the front of the car so you can see if they even hit the son of a bitch. Or make remote control brakes so we could just aim it at that car and stop him! I get so mad. People don't know how to turn left. They don't know 3 cars go through every time the light turns yellow. 3 cars go through when the light goes yellow. 3 cars go through. If you're the number 1 car and the light goes yellow, get out there! You get out there on the green. That's what you're supposed to do. You should... Right? Am I right about this? You come right out in the middle of the intersection so number 2 car can get out there fully in the intersection so number 3 car can get their wheels up over the crosswalk. Then the light goes yellow and all 3 of them go through. Now, if you're coming the other way and the light goes yellow, don't hit the gas. If you see 3 people waiting to use that yellow. If you want to get someplace 1 light faster, leave the house earlier. Now, I have some bumper stickers that I want to sell you too. These ain't for your car. You jump out of your car and put them on the car in front of you. These say, I brake for no fucking reason. They've been talking about the schools lately, and I've been talking about them for about 3 years. Everybody's worried about the creativity. There's their problem. Rules, regulations, just the whole idea of school. I got an F one time on a question that asked my opinion. And this I before E stuff would have screwed up Einstein. He's got it wrong twice in his name. What's the sense in rules anyway? The problem is the schools and their subtle way of making you conform. They put you in desks and put all the desks in a row. This is America. American kids is different. Got a different way of doing stuff. I want a couch with style. As you notice, I'm cutting down on the props, and I just got this one. And I figured I'm gonna help me stylish. Because this stuff is just like the one at the house. It has stuff stuck down in the crack. Here's a potato chip. Stuck down in there. Here's a big old brand. Big napkin. Maybe a toy. Here's a hair dryer. There's that thong. Suicide tuck position. Suicide layout is really... I used to could do a backflip. Something in my brain at this age in my life says, don't put your butt over your head. That's the trick that God pulls on you, everyone. He gives you your whole youth to learn some fancy shit you can't do. When you get older and you don't find it out till after you do it. And you say, damn, I can't do that no more. But God, he won't say it to me. I have yet not reached that age. Here's a photo opportunity. I will now perform the very difficult Zen floating position. Prepare your cameras. Shoot on the rebound. Ready, down. Zen. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I got this idea from my baby. We have a baby now at my house all day long. And all night long. I wonder why they say you have a baby. The baby has you. So anyway, I got this baby and she likes to jump up and down on the couch, and I said, that looks like fun. So, got me a big couch. With your money. Here. She can do that, too. I try and look on the funny side of it. Here in a prop is what my idea of having a baby is. It's kind of like a diaper on an anchor. People come over to you and see you and they say, hey, you want to go out with us tonight? Dinner, dancing, we got extra tickets, we'll drive. No. We've got a baby. We can't ever go out again. Many will say, Gallagher, that's a little too simplistic a rendition of what it is to have a baby. So I've been working on a little more complex routine. Now, I have attempted in my every way to make this match a real baby. First of all, she moves her head. So you can't feed her. Now I'm getting it down where she's just about like a real baby. She knocks stuff off on the floor on this side. Then as soon as you pick it up, she knocks something down over here. Then she throws it out and pitches a fit. Here's the damn bottle. Here's the damn toy. Don't you wish your baby had one of these? It's the strangest thing. At the beginning, you just pray they'll have all their fingers, and then later on, you don't even want them to have arms. Because that's where their magic power is. They only have arms this long. You have to put shit back on the shelf this far. Because when you ain't looking, they go... sucks onto their hand, they put it in their mouth, they get spit all over it. That's their job. And I have my jobs. I have two jobs now that we have the baby. Keep an eye on the baby and watch the baby. Watch the baby. That's the tough one. You're on full-time duty. When Mama says, watch the baby, you better watch the baby. The other day, we had a baby day. It was a baby day. We went to the doctor. Everything revolved around the baby. It was a baby day. We took the baby to the doctor up in the elevator and come down in the elevator and waiting in the lobby of the medical building, and Mama goes over to get the drugs. You always get drugs when you go and see the doctor with the baby. The drugs are for me and Mama. She says, watch the baby. Is that so hard? No, that's why you want to do it good, because you look real dumb if you screw that up. You were just supposed to watch the baby. So there I was in the lobby. I'm supposed to watch the baby, but I was just keeping an eye on it. I was watching this other baby. When the elevator doors opened up over here and people got on, and she likes people and she followed them, the doors closed. What do you do now? You were supposed to watch the baby. I went to college 4 years, took calculus. I can find the area under the curve. I can't find my baby in the elevator. We should have taken Father Fuck-Ups 101. It's okay when you make a mistake by yourself. When you lock the keys in the car and the baby's in the car. This is an important time in me and this baby's relationship. Because she's making up her mind about me. And these are her first little images, and you don't want one of them to be you yelling into this fog-filled car. Don't cry! Conserve your air! Daddy, sorry! But I shouldn't be held responsible for things that just happening for the first time. This is the first baby that I had, and things happen, you know, that you don't know about to look out for, and she's growing so fast, too. I noticed her head was a lot higher than mine, and well, I usually don't have to duck when I get in the van. Well, my heart was in the right place. I said, Amy, want to go for a ride in the van? Clunk. She don't cry. She just looks me right in the face as if to say, are you that fucking stupid? I say, yes. Then she cries. Because she knows we're related. But she should anyway. She's bald-headed with a mustache. That's what I need to do to this one here. I need to fix it up. I need to take some of that hair out there, and I need to put some black hair on, and then put a little mustache on that, and then who cares? It's just a dumb old baby. Don't encourage her. I don't scold my baby. I don't punish her, because I think she's too young. She don't know what she's doing. But when she's 15, her ass is grounded. But I like it, though. I like a crazy world, and you say things you'd never think you'd say with a baby around the house. Like, who put Vicks on the Cheez-Its? Ugh. I did not come here tonight to make you laugh. I came here to sell you something. I want you to pay particular attention. Because the amazing Master Tool Corporation, a subsidiary of Fly-By-Night Industries, has entrusted me, to show you the handiest and the dandiest kitchen tool you've ever seen. And don't you want to know how it works? Well, first, you get out an ordinary apple or two. You place the apple between, flatten the pan. Then what do you do, gang? It's simple. You reach for the tool. It is not a slicer. It's not a dicer. It's not a chopper and a hopper. What in the hell could it possibly be? It is sledge-o-matic. What is it? What does it do to lettuce? Who wants croutons? Croutons, croutons, croutons with my ass. Croutons. You want that cheeseburger to go? It's gone. Sledge-o-matic gets the last dab of toothpaste. Wine? Anyone want wine? Sledge-o-matic flattens light bulbs for easy storage. Sledge-o-matic works as no ordinary tranquilizer can. It works at the root of your problem. You're an animal. And you need to release this aggression. Aggression against this damn video game. No, it ain't the game, it's this controller! It's the controller! It's the controller! And authority figures. Pull over! Just some balloons. You people are so silly. I already smashed that other stuff. What the hell do I need a watermelon for? Not gonna smash a watermelon. Gonna put that right there. No style. I'm not going to talk to you people for an hour and a half and then close my show with a mass of stupidity. No, I'd rather leave you people instead with words of wisdom. Because I want you to respect me for my mind. See how dumb that sounds, girls? I respect you people. You people are the culmination of eons of human development. Just by being alive means you are the survivors. We are not descended here from a bunch of fat cave people that got ate by the dinosaurs. We're all descendants from the little bitty quick fuckers that got back to the cave. So get out and do in life. Remember, he who hesitates is stoned. Don't smoke dope when you're stoned. You don't get any higher, just lower on dope. Also want to tell you West Coast people that cocaine will not make up for the 3-hour time difference. If you want to have some fun out at the airport going through that metal detector, put a little skeleton in your briefcase. That works real good. They say, you want to open that? And I say, I don't want to open that. Let me see, I believe that's all that I wanted to tell you people. I want to remind you, don't go behind the couch, because that's where the crack monster lives. Because I already looked here and in here. Now I know that some bitch is behind the couch. So I just wanted to tell you that I don't need to either kick a watermelon off or smash one on the table with that hammer over there. Because it doesn't have style. I'd rather close my show just stepping off proud. But I might... But I might do it as an encore.